Hi everyone. There's one thing that is so precious to me, and that's prayer. And when I start to mentor anyone, I always ask them, do you know how to pray? Because my whole transformation as a human being changed when I knew how to pray for myself, you know. And I am so lucky to have been trained by people, to have been mentored by very powerful women of God on how to pray, because that's where life begins. Without skills, without nothing, your life begins with prayer, and being able to stand for yourself in the place of prayer and pray for yourself the word. So anyone knows, when I speak to people, the first thing I always ask them is, how do you pray? And prayer is dynamic. You can be praying for families, you can be praying for your children, you can be praying for your business, you can be praying for your career, for your harvest, for so many things, and over a period of time, I've realized most of the decisions and wisdoms that I've gotten, even in creating products or giving advice or doing a project for maybe a client, Proverbs has always been the cornerstone of my decisions, of my counsel, and everything around business. The book of Proverbs will tell you how to venture into very many ventures. If it means selling maize and also selling water, if it means selling your harvest or doing something else, it has all these details of how you can venture into many businesses as a Christian. And also the part of decision making. For me, sometimes when it's really hard in making decisions, I go back to the basics. And what is the basics? The word of God. And in Proverbs 19:20, that says, actually the book of Proverbs chapter 19 and chapter 20 talks about wise counsel, the knowledge of the lips, seeking your counsel from God, and so many things. And so my basic, I always know when I make a decision, I have to seek the counsel of God. If I make a decision too evil too because of my past experience or because of how I know things to have happened, because of my cognitives, usually it backfires. So I'm always seeking the counsel of God, then after which I can use my cognitives and skills to stamp onto that decision. So the book of Proverbs 19 verse 20 to 21 says, hear counsel and receive instruction, that thou mayst be wise in thy latter end. There are many devices in a man's heart, nevertheless, the counsel of the Lord, that shall stand. And then if you check again the book of Proverbs chapter 20, verse 18, it says, every purpose is established by counsel, and with good advice make war. With good advice make war. We all know in the business world, it's war every other day. You're always battling some decision or somebody who is not aligned to your vision or objectives. So with good counsel, make a war. Don't just go and start fighting people without even understanding the nature of the war. So with good counsel, seek counsel, and begin by seeking counsel from the Lord.